Good afternoon. My name is Karen Plant from the TIPS team, and today's after school special is on importing questions using Google Forms. Right now, I'm in a blank Google form that doesn't have any questions in it. I got to Google Forms by going to forms.google.com or opening a new one from Google Drive. We have a variety of options that are familiar, we've seen before, but a new option for editing and adding questions is the Import Question feature. This feature allows us to search for forms we've already created or that have been shared with us that we're collaborators on. We can select any form, and from that form, we can add questions directly into a form we're creating. This Import Questions window that opens up on the right-hand side has options to select questions in a condensed form, select full sections of questions, select individual questions, or select all the questions from a previous form. This form I'm looking at has secondary science content in it, and the question that I'm going to select is a matching one, a checkbox grid. When I import this question, all of the formatting from that question from the previous form is imported into the new form. The question title, all of the answers, but I'm also able to edit it. So when I click on it, I can edit this question. Also note that the answer key came across because this is a quiz question, as well as any of the descriptors I have. We don't need to import questions just from one type of quiz. We can import questions from many quizzes. Each time we choose the Import Question button, we can choose any form that we are a collaborator on. If I choose a question that has a multiple choice option, the question comes in below my previous selected question. Both the question and the answers are available, as well as the answer key comes in previously keyed. These questions I've imported are already quiz questions. Questions from previous forms don't have to be quiz questions to be used in the Importing Questions button. In order to make a form a quiz in the first place, we need to go to Settings in the Google form we're creating, and under the Quizzes menu, choose Make This a Quiz. Also available now to everyone is locked mode on Chromebooks. This means that students can't open any other tabs or applications while taking a quiz, and they have to use an EPSB Chromebook in order to have access to this. We can turn on locked mode by simply clicking. If a student does close the quiz before they've submitted it to you, you as the educator or the creator of the quiz will get an email stating the timestamp that the student closed the quiz. You can also choose a variety of options for how students receive their grade. If you and your colleagues want to create a question bank, you can add collaborators to any form. Everybody who's a collaborator has edit access to the form. This would mean you could create a form for certain topics with as many questions as you can in it that you can use as a template when creating quizzes later. Don't forget that Google Read and Write is accessible for students when they're viewing forms. If you want to change the kinds of tools accessible to students while they're taking an exam, you can use the text help or read and write feature DataDesk. By going to datadesk.texthelp.com and signing in with Google, you can change the tools available for students if they're in a Google Classroom of yours. By granting permission, DataDesk is going to be able to change the tools available for your students if they're enrolled in your classroom for a set period of time. All you need to do is select a student and then select features that you'd like them to have access to. and then set a specific amount of time. This will apply to every time they access the read and write tools, so you can identify the duration. Alice Keeler wrote a blog post on creating a question bank in Google Drive. So if you're interested in reading more about creating a question bank, the link is available below this video. We'd love to hear any success you've had so far with this new feature in Google Forms. Please share with our EPSB EdTech G+ community in the discussion section.